Delhi once again woke up under a thick grey haze as air pollution tightened its grip on the national capital, raising health concerns for residents. The air quality index stood above 450 in the early hours of Monday, severely reducing visibility and disrupting daily life. Officials said the episode ranked among the worst pollution spells recorded this year. Authorities attributed the sharp deterioration to a combination of factors. Well, these included industrial emissions, vehicle exhaust, falling temperatures, low wind speeds, and stubble burning in neighbouring states. High moisture levels and changing wind direction were also said to have trapped fine particulate matter, preventing pollutants from dispersing. But what defines clean air, and how far is Delhi from those standards? Well, let's take a look now. Well, under government classification, air quality index between 0 and 50 is considered to be good, while 51 to 100 is termed satisfactory. According to IQ air data, several locations across Delhi recorded pollution levels multiple times higher than safe limits. City-wise, the data placed Delhi at 429, the highest in the national capital region. That's followed by Ghaziabad at 410, New Delhi at 377, Gurugram at 346 and Noida at 292. The Commission for Air Quality Management invoked the highest level of the Graded Response Action Plan, or GRAP-IV. Well, the measures included barring older diesel trucks, halting construction activity and shifting schools to hybrid or online classes.
Yeah, so, of course, GRAP-IV, we know, and GRAP itself, it's a reactive measure. So we are obviously coming to a situation, such a terrible situation, and the numbers that now GRAP-IV is invoked, rightly so. But there's a larger picture to it. It's what we've done throughout the year or years or many years ago, the decisions that were taken by the policymakers, that we are in this situation. These are not overnight things. We know that there are vehicle emissions, there's construction. Now, even if right now for GRAP, all the construction will stop and taking it in the, perfect mode that everything has stopped. So how many days will you do that? We'll see the 2-3 days and the numbers will come back, then it will be revoked. So this is really not the solution.
Meanwhile, Singapore's High Commission in India issued an advisory for its nationals in Delhi NCR, urging them to stay indoors, follow official guidelines and wear masks when stepping outside. Well, earlier, Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta claimed that data comparisons show improvement in post-Diwali pollution levels, even as monitoring data continues to show severe readings.
देखिए पॉल्यूशन के स्तर पे आप सब ने डाटा देखे पिछले जो सरकारों के दौरान दिवाली वाले दिन का जो डाटा था और अगले दिन का डाटा था हमारे कार्यकाल में वो डाटा कम हुआ है बढ़ा नहीं है कतई नहीं बढ़ा है तो आप ये कहेंगे इस बार तो आप कह रहे जी पटाखों की परमिशन भी थी बाकी चीजें भी थी तो भी वो जो गैप है दिवाली से पहले का और दिवाली के बाद वाले दिन का वो कम हुआ है तो पॉल्यूशन उस दृष्टि से पहले से कम है और सरकार अपने जितने भी काम है वो सब कर रही है और करती रहेगी दिल्ली के लिए.
Authorities warned that prolonged exposure to severe air pollution could cause respiratory problems even among healthy individuals. Children, the elderly and those with heart or lung conditions were advised to stay indoors, limit outdoor activity and wear masks if stepping outside.
No, it is absolutely a health-wise a major hazard because we see all the effects of it which are many folds in the sense of people who are getting colds, coughs, people who have pre-existing lung problems, they are getting asthma, severe spasm, being hospitalized, even lots of people have had to be hospitalized because of this.
Well, the Indian government told Parliament that global air quality rankings are not issued by any official authority and that the World Health Organization's guidelines are only advisory. It said India has its own national ambient air quality standards in place, tailored to national conditions. With severe air quality and thick smog engulfing the national capital for the third consecutive day, flight operations, both domestic and international, were also affected at Delhi airport. Well, clean air is the capital is no longer a given. It now comes at a cost, the cost of living and increasingly the cost of surviving. Delhi has reached a point where even something that was once free now carries a health risk cost. Well, to discuss this more, we're joined from New Delhi now by Chandra Bhushan, CEO of the International Forum for Environment, Sustainability and Technology, or iForest. Welcome to the programme. So as we've explored, there is no one cause of this, is there? So does the solution also need a multi-layered approach?
Thank you very much. Yes, absolutely. There is no one cause of air pollution in the entire Indo-Gangetic plain. See, air pollution is not only Delhi's problem. This problem is actually of the entire Indo-Gangetic plain, starting from Pakistan and going till Bangladesh. Of course, the largest portion of Indo-Gangetic plain is in India, starting from Punjab to the northeastern states. So air quality across Indo-Gangetic plain is quite severe right now. And it is because of multiple factors. The primary factor, of course, is use of heating and cooking fuel, which is biomass and coal, industrial pollution from automobiles, stubble burning. So a combination of things are causing such severe level of air pollution, and therefore action has to be multi-sectoral and multi-dimensional. As far as Delhi is concerned, we have to think about a regional air quality plan. Action only within Delhi is not going to solve the problem. So we need a regional plan where at least surrounding states will have to work together to improve air quality.
As you mentioned there, I mean, Delhi is not alone in this problem. Other cities in the world have issues. Some have even banned certain vehicles or even installed extra charges. But is that a practical solution in this case?
I think considering the health emergency that is there, every solution is practical. I mean to say this. First of all, it is a long-term solution. Anything we do today is not going to magically improve air quality. So first of all, we have to think about it as a multi-year, year-round program, whether to reduce industrial pollution or to shift vehicles to electricity or to lower emission standards or to shift cooking fuel from biomass to cleaner LPG. So, or to stop stubble burning. These are difficult challenges, and they are going to take time. So we have to think about a multi-year, multi-sectoral plan to get it done. But as I said, considering the health emergency that is there, the cost of not acting on these things are much higher than the cost of doing these things, doing the action to reduce air pollution. So the cost of inaction is quite high.
And of course, another factor is that Delhi and the National Capital Region have been expanding, and that requires construction, which causes dust. How can that be reconciled?
There are best practices to reduce dust from construction. It's not a rocket science. Across the world, and even in India, we have good examples of construction practices where dust management is done well and dust pollution is reduced. I do not see any huge contradiction between undertaking construction and managing dust. In fact, managing dust possibly is one of the easiest thing to do. Then say, for example, reducing industrial pollution or stubble burning. So dust management shouldn't be a problem. It's just that we are not enforcing our laws. It's just that, the companies and architects and builders are not trained well to implement dust management solutions.
Okay, we'll leave it there, Chandra Bhushan. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you.
They promised glory. They delivered fear. They shaped nations. They scarred generations. From brutal purges to propaganda machines, from stolen power to violent falls from the throne. Welcome to The Dictator, a series that strips away the myth and then exposes the men behind the tyranny. History remembers their power, Firstpost reveals their truth.